me. Look at the story of Mary and Joseph, the mother of Jesus. Mary got pregnant when she has not yet married Joseph. And an angel came and told Joseph, you are going to marry this my daughter. Do you know that Joseph can also say he will not marry Mary? You have not thought about it. Do you know how many people that God have appeared in the dream that you are their wife and they will refuse to marry you? Okay, you don't know that it's existing. There are people that, there are young men that God have told that Prophetess Somi is your wife, for example. And they say, me, with the kind of life and business or career that I'm doing, I will not marry Prophetess Somi, even if God said is my wife. The prayers we're going to pray today is not just about preparation. There is spiritual work that God needs to do for your marriage to come to pass. There are people that are very stubborn. They will not agree until a force stronger than them can convince them. You need God to convince your partner to marry you. Sister, when you try to do it, it's going to come off desperation. Maybe you still have the energy to tell a man that you're a good wife, that you have a good heart. I'm trying to let you know that those things, it takes God. God knows that Mary explaining herself to Joseph is a wasted effort. So God has to send something superior. This is where it also comes to marrying a child of God that hears from God. Imagine that Joseph does not hear from God, or Joseph does not know what an angel is. How will the angel appear? Many of us are not speaking the same spiritual language with our spouse. You are not speaking the same spiritual language with the person that is marrying you. How will God speak in a family that is in problem if you, that is the wife or the husband, cannot hear? The scripture says that Hannah will be crying, I need a baby. Elkanah married second wife, but yet he gives Hannah double portion of what he's supposed to give her. There is something that struck me in that scripture. Hannah was crying one day, and the husband Elkanah came and said, why are you crying because of a son? Am I not worth more than 10 sons to you? How many husbands can tell that to their wife? Some husbands will be telling you, go and give me a son, go and give me a child. But it takes a man that knows that God is the giver of children. See, in this thing, you need a man that fears God. As a woman of God, you should look for a man that knows that there is a grace upon your life. If you marry a man that does